Hello, everyone. This is Understand the SDGs in English, an interpreter's take two. This is the 9th video, and today it's about economy. We'll be talking a little bit about creating shared value, or CSV for short. You may not know what this is yet, but after explaining in this video, I hope you understand it better, because this is a very important term to understand. Okay, here we go. Of course, when you learn about SDGs, there are too many acronyms or the initials, right? For example, you have SDGs and you have CSR, you have ESD, you have ESG, and what's next? And next one is CSV. So you are very confused. You don't know what this means, right? So today I will take you to a CSV tour, okay? So from now, I will talk about the brief history of Japanese economy after the World War II. I mean, we also include the global economy. Okay, so this is a brief history of economy and environment. So after the World War II ended in 1945, Japan lost the war. So Japan had to rebuild itself through economy. So Japan focused on economy. So there was 100% focus on economy to rebuild Japan from the loss of war, okay? And during the 1960s, Japan achieved a lot of high economic growth, but there was an environmental pollution. As you know, in Japan, there were 4 different types of environmental pollutions and diseases. For example, Minamata disease is one of such big problems. And I was very surprised to know that Johnny Depp is now producing a movie called Minamata. He has already finished producing the movie, and this movie was released on September 27th of 2021. So it's already 2 years ago. So Johnny Depp is the main actor here, and he is also producing the movie itself. I think this is a very important, interesting thing to learn about. He used to be an actor. He was in the movie, but now he is not only acting, but also making movies, right? I don't know what happened to him, but maybe he changed his mind to change from just acting to also producing a movie, okay? So in this movie, he is acting as a photographer to witness the Minamata disease. This is a very important movie, I think. I have not seen it yet, but I want to see it. So at that time, because there were environmental pollutions and diseases, companies were trying to do no harm. They are trying to be harmless, right? So as long as there is no damage to the environment, companies thought that it's okay, right? Because we had Minamata disease, prevention was the most important at that time, maybe. But time went on, and in the 2000s, people started to talk about corporate social responsibility. This is also known as CSR for short, okay? CSR. So this is about companies making profit, but on the other hand, they also invested a little bit of their money into art museums and cultural facilities. For example, this is the Suntory Museum of Art. So Suntory is a beverage company, but they established a Museum of Art in 1961 in Tokyo. So this is one part of mecenat, or corporate social responsibility. These companies think that they need to take responsibility for their society by making these art museums and facilities. This is the CSR. It's different from the environmental pollution time. They're trying to do something good for the environment. But the problem is that CSR was not their main business, okay? So for example, the company's business is going this way, but their CSR is going that way. They're going in different directions. These directions did not go and meet each other. So CSR is also about environmental protection. So they thought during the 2000s that doing business is one thing and protecting the environment is another. So they were going in different directions. But there was a turning point. And as you know, in 2008, there was a global financial crisis. In Japan, it's also known as bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers in 2008. So these are the photos of the time when Lehman Brothers was bankrupt. They had to lay off the employees. So employees, you see here that the employees have these cupboard boxes. Inside of these boxes were their documents, their important documents and important things. Why do they have boxes? Because they were laid off, fired. They were fired because of the global financial crisis. So this was a shock to the global economy. And that was a turning point. Why is it a turning point? Because people thought that we can no longer go in different directions. If you go in this direction for the business, and if you go to a different direction on the environment, this crisis happened, right? So these two things should not be separate, should not be separate. That's the idea for that's the idea for CSV, okay? CSR was these two directions, okay? But CSV is to have these two things going in the same direction, okay? Business is going this way, environment protection or CSR is going in the same direction. So they meet and they can go in the same direction to save the world, okay? Michael Porter from Harvard University proposed in 2011 the creating shared value. So that's CSV, okay? So why does he talk about this? Because, as I said before, there was a global financial crisis. We can no longer do it this way. CSR is not the best solution. We need to go from CSR to CSV. We need to protect the environment, also at the same time make profits. So they started to think about their business in a different way. So they're now thinking that companies want to protect the environment in their business, not outside the business, okay? They're thinking about business and environment together. That's why we have a lot of SDGs business, sustainability business. In the past, sustainability was put aside. It was not the main, but now it is the main business. It's a huge change. It's a big change from CSR to CSV. That's the CSR, that's the CSV journey I wanted to take you to, okay? So I hope you understood about creating shared value. Shared means business and environment shares the same direction, okay? Shares the same direction. So that's about creating shared value or CSV. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching.